Hey everyone, I'm so happy to be here and was honored to be asked to participate in the first virtual training. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tara Wilson. Currently I'm an Elite Pro 9, hopefully to change that very soon. And I'm honored that my journey brought me to Lifevantage. I got started, for those of you who don't know my story, I got started in the industry over 12 years ago. And at the time I was working full-time in the wholesale mortgage business. And I had two small kids at the time. I think they were 1 and 7, and my husband was also working full time. I know a lot of families out there can relate to when I was first introduced, I thought, how would I do this business? I was waking up every day to an alarm clock, getting my kids ready for school, taking my son to school, my daughter to daycare, rushing off to the office, coming home at 5:30 to pick them up, going to the store, cooking, cleaning, bath time, homework, bedtime, collapse on the couch, and every day was truly like Groundhog Day. Weekends were for running errands, catching up on laundry, household chores, etc. I know that that sounds probably like a lot of stories. So when I was introduced to the industry, the idea of starting my own business, I thought, when would I fit this in? But when I saw the opportunity to help people get healthy and make a little extra money, I thought, I'll fit this in. And to be honest, I had never thought about owning my own business because I didn't have any great ideas. I wasn't a creative entrepreneur, but when I saw what people were making, and you guys know, you have Master Pro 10s and you have Pro 11s, you have all of your elites, it's living proof that there is a enormous opportunity here at Lifevantage. So I'm proud to say that I'm partnered with this incredible company almost 4 years now. I use all of these products. I'm a woman. I care about my skin. I have been using skincare since I was 19 years old. I was already spending more money on an organic brand from my supermarket, or not supermarket, my department store. I was already taking supplements. I was already taking turmeric. I was already doing green tea. I was already taking alpha-lipoic acid and CoQ10. I was already taking omegas. I was already taking probiotics. So these are things that I was already implementing in my life, and I know a lot of you do too. What we're doing is using these products. My entire family uses the products. I even became part of the furry mom world this year and give this to my little teacup Australian Shepherd every single day. In fact, she hears the bottle and she comes running. So I think you can see that all I'm doing is consuming products that I love, I believe in, and I'm having results from. Why wouldn't I share them? And that's a question I asked myself 12 years ago. And I thought, I could share them. Everyone knows a couple people who want to get healthy, and everyone knows a couple people like me who is unsatisfied with being a mother but not being able to see my kids, or not having enough month at the end of the money, or having a car debt, or a credit card debt, or a second mortgage. And I think we all want more. So what I love about this industry is it gives us the ability to dream, take action, and create more. So let's talk a little bit about what it is. I think this whole era of social sharing is getting a lot bigger. And the age of the entrepreneur is here. People want that laptop lifestyle. No assets, no locations, no employees, no overhead, right? We simply share products, people buy them, the company ships them, and we get paid. I don't think there's a more simple business model out there, and it sure beats my long-term traditional route, which was going to be working for probably 40 years and retiring, hopefully having enough money, because I do plan on living longer, and enjoying the end of my life. Well, I decided a long time ago that I wanted to enjoy my life along the way, and network marketing has given me that ability. I've been now full-time for almost 12 years, and I can say that what we have our hands on is extraordinary. I think you can all agree that, just even researching the products, they're extraordinary. NRF2 science is solid. There's 12,000 studies now on NRF2, several, a couple dozen on our product. Why wouldn't you want to get paid to share them? We have beautiful websites, shopping carts, apps, all the tools we need. Anybody that's been in traditional business like my husband knows that it's thousands of dollars usually just to create a website. And then who knows if you're even going to get traffic. The design, the content, the hosting, that is all very expensive. And you get that for free when you buy a kit and become a Lifevantage distributor, right? So we're going to talk about the money today. We're going to talk about how you get paid for sharing the products. And whether you're here to do this part-time, spare time, full-time, or big time, You get to decide as an entrepreneur, you get to decide how much time you want to invest in your Lifevantage business and grow at your pace. That's the greatest thing about this industry is you get to do it in your schedule. So whether you're a retiree, you're a student, you're a full-time working parent, this industry can truly be for anyone, as it has for me. So that's what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. So let's talk a little bit about semantics and details of how you get paid. I don't know about you, the best job I ever had was my wholesale mortgage job, and I got paid 3 ways. I got a base salary, I got commission, and I got bonuses. That was the best I ever did. Most people, though, I'd say probably 70 or 80% of people out there get paid one way, either an hourly salary or commission. Our weekly cycles run from Monday through Sunday, paid the following Friday. Right? Every single week, 52 weeks a year. And what you get paid on is every time you enroll a new distributor and they purchase a kit or product, you get paid 30 to 40% of their initial order of the PV. Now, same thing with customers. You get paid 30 to 40%. So let's talk about how you get paid 30%. The minimum requirement is that you have 100 PV, personal volume. Personal volume is anything that you purchase or any of your personally enrolled customers purchase. You are required to purchase PV of 40 every month. I feel like everyone should be on Pro Tandem, so I recommend people at the very minimum that you at least put a bottle of our Scientific Breakthrough on your auto ship. Of course, we all know that your subscriptions are probably full of products like skincare. I use the hair care every day. I use the skincare every day. I use the Axio every day. I use the Pet Tandem every day. I use the Vitality Stack every single day. I use the Fat Burner every day, and I use the prebiotic every day. So you can only imagine what my subscriptions look like, right? So the minimum is 40. And then you can earn the other 60 through customer acquisition or other products that you're using in your family. That will get you 30% commission on every customer or distributor PV that you enroll in that week. Now, here's the great news. For those of you who are just learning, that each week, each pay period, each weekly pay period is treated as one moment in time. So let's say you get started on Monday and you order a bottle of Pro Tandem, or your subscription is a bottle of Pro Tandem. You're at 40 PV. And then you sign up a customer that orders 100 PV on Tuesday, right? Or even if you sign up a customer that orders 40 PV on Tuesday, you're at 80. And then on Wednesday, you sign up another customer and now you're at 120, you will get 30% on anything above your 40 PV in that week. Once you go to 200, so let's say on Thursday, you sign up another customer, now your total PV is above 200, you go back to Monday and everything that you enrolled since Monday, you get paid the 40%. So that it's very forgiving that you actually have the entire weekly cycle to become active at the 200 PV in order to get the highest payout of 40%. Because really, we really want you to earn as much commission as you can on your efforts. We want you to get paid the maximum for doing this and sharing these products. So below 100 personal PV, you're not getting paid. 100 to 199, you're going to get 30%, and 200 and above, you're going to earn 40%, which is very generous. These are on their first orders. Okay. That's the first weekly pay we get. The second one we get is launch bonuses. Now, these are kicking in at Pro 3, and you're going to basically get paid off of every kit that comes in as a distributor. So every silver, gold, and platinum that comes into your organization, and they go to the Pro 3s, Pro 4, 5, 6s, Pro 7s, and above. And you can go look at the chart because it's very complicated. You get anywhere from $2.50 to $50. Now, what this does is helps you to get your new people started, to get them enrolling. And so as the upline leaders from Pro 3 and above, you're going to get rewarded for helping the newest person to start their business and be enrolling kits. So this is an extra bonus, and every kit that's sold that you're qualified for, you will get paid in that week the following Friday. So 2 weekly ways. Now let's talk about the 3 monthly ways. These are my favorite. This is what we know as the income that keeps coming in, right? The more you build your subscriptions, the more money you're going to earn, right? That's the whole name of the game, is we want to get as many customers and distributors ordering our products every month as possible because we know the benefits they're going to receive from them, right? So every month, based on a chart, which you guys have seen. This is the comp plan summary. You guys can find it on the website. Everybody who is on your second level, right, and the higher you go up in rank, the more deeper into your organization you get paid. This is reason enough to want to keep advancing in rank, because the higher rank you go, the deeper into your organization, all the way up to 9 levels. So you can see that your first level, you get paid 2%. So every subscription that goes out from the second month, right, because the first month is paid weekly to the enroller, and the second through infinity months are paid based on what level of your organization that they sit on. So your first level, you get 2%. Your second level, 5%. Anyone on your third level is 9%. I don't know why, but it works out. And then your fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth are also paid at 5%. And then your ninth, again, at 2%. That's 43% of every dollar that comes into your subscription that is being paid out to the distributors. That is very, very, very lucrative part of our comp plan. So as you build your subscriptions in your team, the bigger your royalty commissions will be, and you get a check every month on the 15th. So if you have $1,000 on your fourth level, 5% of $1,000 is $50. Well, you can see as your organization grows, that number will grow with it. That's the first way to get paid. The second way to get paid is generational check match. Now this is, it sounds like it's not a lot. This will probably at some point be the biggest portion of your check. And what this really rewards is enrolling. So every single distributor you enroll in your entire Lifevantage business with no cap, whether you enroll 10 or 1,000 people, you are going to earn 10% match on their royalty check. So for example, if I enroll Rachel and Rachel makes $1,000, 10% of $1,000 is $100. I get a bonus of $100 for helping Rachel build a business. So you see what I'm saying? And now I can have as many Rachels as I want. There is no cap. Imagine helping over the life of your business. We can't predict what's going to happen, but what if 10 years from now you had 10 leaders making $10,000 that you enrolled? That's $1,000 per one. That's $10,000 just in your first generation, which we know every generation could possibly be bigger and more exponential than the first one. So second generation, no matter where you place them, some people keep everything front line, some people place, it doesn't matter what you do, it follows the generations, it follows the enrollment tree. Irregardless of where they sit in your unilevel, this is generational check match. It's 10% for everyone you enroll. And then everyone they enroll is your second level. You get 5% of their check. Everyone they enroll, you get 5% of their check. Everyone they enroll, you get 5% of their check. And everyone they enroll, you get 5% of their check. Let's give a hypothetical example. Let's say you enroll 5 people who build a business. And then they go out and enroll 5 people that build a business. Right? So in first level you had 5, second level 25. Who enrolled 5 people? Third level you had 125, hypothetically. Enrolled 5 people, you'd have 625. Who enrolled 5 people? 3125. If you add all those up, it's about 3,900 people. Imagine if they all just made $100 a month from their subscriptions. Just $100 a month. Can you imagine earning $5 from 3,900 people's efforts? What is that? 19,500? Just in generational check match, on top of royalty commissions, on top of weekly bonus pools or weekly launch bonuses, on top of your Smart Start bonuses? Oh, but wait, there's more. What I love about our comp plan is it's going to pay you for 3 different stages of your business. When you're building it and enrolling, right, getting those bonuses in for getting new customers and new distributors, you're getting to train them and helping them build their businesses to get launch bonuses. You're building your subscriptions through helping your team build. You're building your royalty commissions. You're helping them build their organizations. You're going to get generational check match. And for people who reach the elite ranks, Pro 7 and above, you're going to be sharing in 4% of the global sales of the company. Now, I know some leaders have built great organizations in Taiwan, in Japan, in Australia, in Canada, and Mexico. Some of these places I don't even have a team in, but we're going to get sharing at elite in 4%. So once you're a Pro 7, this is the 5th way to get paid, that is a monthly commission. You get to share with all the other active Pro 7s with 1% of the company's sales. And then once you advance to Pro 8, you get to share another 1% of the global revenue with the Pro 8s. And then once you get to Pro 9, you get to share another 1%, and Pro 10, another 1%. I don't know about you, but I know what the 7, 8s, and 9s pools are, and I hear rumors about what the 10 pools are. These are alone in itself life-changing incomes. So as you build your business, the road to Pro 7 is based on Pro 3s, Pro 4s, Pro 5s. You help enough people get what they want, you will get what you want, right? So let's talk a little bit about how you get paid. So that's how you get paid, but how do you really, what do you need to do to get paid? Well, right now I'm going to structure it in 4 different things. You need 4 beliefs. You need a belief in the company, you need a belief in the products, you need a belief in the industry, and you need to believe in you. And we'll save that one for last, right? So we all can agree we can believe in the products. It's based on science. They're clean, they're proven, and they're delivering results. That's easy. The company is another one that's easy for me. We've been around for 10 years. We are publicly traded, so we have full transparency. We've sold over 23 million bottles of Pro Tandem, so we know that these products are getting out there and people love them. We have great marketing team, a great corporate team, a great legal team, a great customer service team. So the company is delivering. They're giving us what we need to market, and now we have to go to work, right? The belief in the industry. So let's talk about some of the industry, I guess, how-tos. What I've learned over my 12 years, and believe me when I say, it has been an evolving 12 years. I know some of you won't be able to believe this, but when I got started, there was no social media. There was no Facebook. There was no Twitter, no YouTube. No YouTube? No YouTube. No Instagram. There was no smartphones, people. There was no smartphones. I like to tell people this, is if you realize something extraordinary, we live in a different world, and the way people do business is entirely different than we did even 5 or 10 years ago. We are the first generation in human history that can build a global business from a device that fits in our pocket, and I assure you, any 8-year-old can show you how to operate. Okay, that is traumatic. But I want you to think about the new gig economy, how things have changed. Facebook has changed the way we socialize. I no longer have to call my friend and see what's going on in their life because I can see it on Facebook. I can see their kids' sports. I can see what gender they're having as a baby. I can see their wedding photos. I can see their vacation photos. I can see their attitude. I can see their good news. I can see their bad news. I can see their political views, unfortunately, right? I can see what products they're promoting. I can see what business they're in. It's changed the way we interact, right? Think about transportation. I am traveling a lot, building my Lifevantage business, and it's sometimes just vacation with my family. There's not a day that goes by that I don't use this, right? So whether I'm planning travel, I'm using Airbnb. Or every time, I think yesterday alone, I used 2 Ubers, right? Uber has changed my life. Instead of calling a taxi cab, I can call Uber. I can expect a nice car to pick me up and bring me to my destination. This is how technology is transforming our lives. I don't use it, but I have a lot of friends who use an app called Stitch Fix. They're so busy and they don't have time to shop. They go on, they click, 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 and soon enough, at their door, outfits, 4 outfits come, they change, they like some, they return them. This has changed the way people shop. I don't know about you, but I use Amazon a lot. I need a household cleaner. Oh, can I wait a day? Because now I have same-day delivery, right? I need toothpaste, I need a new mop, a new broom, whatever it is, a book for my kids' school, I go to Amazon. This has changed the way I shop. So I think you can see that the habits and the new technologies is changing the way people do business. Well, that's where we come in. I know our marketing team has been working on an app to help us make it as easy to build your Lifevantage business as it is to shop or shop on Amazon or shop on Stitch Fit or order an Uber or get an Airbnb. And this is where we're taking our technology. And so I'm really excited that we're not only on the forefront of nutrigenomics, but we're on the forefront of technology. And the only X factor is you. So that's kind of where we were and where we are. So I used to build this living room to living room, conference calls, and attending events because there was no YouTube. I couldn't send a video. I couldn't record a video. I had a BlackBerry. The iPhone wasn't even there yet in 2007. Well, it might have been, I didn't have one. But there was no video cameras. There was no cameras, right? So everything has evolved. But one thing that hasn't is the core principles. The techniques have changed, But the principles of network marketing are always the same. You need to create interest or invite. You need to present the information, and you need to follow up. So that's it. And so over and over again, this is all I've been doing for 12 years. I used to do it in homes. Now we use a lot of social media. I use technology. I use Zooms. Instead of flying to another state and getting in a living room of 7 people, what I do is I say, hey, you guys get together, plug me into your screen, and boom, I'm in your living room. So using technology, what it does is it speeds up the rate at which we can build a business. So what used to take people back in 1950 years and years and years to create a team of thousands, we've been able to do that in a couple years, a few short years. And this is changing the way we do business. And to capitalize on nutrigenomics with technology, sky is truly the limit. So let me give you a couple basics. The first thing you got to do as an entrepreneur is you have to make a commitment. This isn't I'll do it whenever it's convenient, because I explained my life and I know, do you guys have free time right now? Do you have spare time? Are you sitting around like looking for something to do? Because I don't know that many people who are. So you have to make a commitment that it is worth it, that you find the time, you make the time. And don't get me started, everyone has the time. 168 hours a week, okay? You're gonna sleep for 8 hours. I'm gonna give you the biohacking sleep. You know, you're gonna eat 8 hours. So that's 7, that's 56. So 168 minus 56 is 156 minus, what? 112, right? Okay, so there's sleep. You work 40 hours a week. 112 minus 40 is 82. So sleeping and working for most people is the biggest time crunch. I'm gonna give you 5 hours a week to eat. I'm gonna give you 5 hours a week to work out. I'm gonna give you 2 hours a week for church, and I'm gonna give you 30 hours of family time. Do you know there's still over 30 hours left? That is when I built my business, because I made the commitment. When I saw what was possible, and I saw that I could help people get healthy, and I can help people build a business, I made the time. I no longer watched TV. I no longer played games on my computer, because we didn't have a phone back then. we didn't have games on phones, but I used to play games on my computer. I no longer went to shopping for no reason. I no longer went to the movies all the time. I no longer had favorite shows. And so I made the time. So making the commitment. And I knew I was gonna have to learn the skills. So the second thing I did is I learned the skills. And the number one way to learn is through immersion. This is what I've been practicing for 12 years. I made sure I learned the product. I made sure I learned the compensation. I made sure I learned everything about what we were doing. I Googled, I researched, I went to the events, I listened on the calls. I learned everything about the industry. I bought every book that was ever done by people who had gone out and been successful. I started listening to people like Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Earl Nightingale, Tony Robbins, John Maxwell, and all these people who had gone out to have success. I needed to change my mindset. So once I made the commitment and started studying, I started learning how to be an entrepreneur. And this is really important, you guys, because you are an adult. I know you are, because you can't be in Lifevantage if you're not an adult. And so whether you're 18 or 80, you've had a lifetime of imprints of things, negative and positive, that are a sum total of your current belief system. Maybe you heard things like I did. Oh, those things don't work. Oh, you're gonna join one of those things? Only the people at the top make money, which I thought was brilliant. I'm like, great, I'll get to the top. They're not all you think it is. Don't quit your day job. Don't get too excited. They don't work, they don't last. We all heard that, right? And so I had to learn to, number one, be around different people, and I had to learn how to think different thoughts. And that is one reason I'm still here 12 years later, is because I learned a new way of thinking. So you gotta make a commitment. You gotta start thinking like an entrepreneur. You gotta decide that you're going to be successful. You don't have to wish or hope or want to be successful. You have to decide that you're gonna be successful. And when you decide to be successful, then you have to become the kind of person that is successful. Right? Think about it. Let's say you all want to be an elite, right? That's kind of our goal, our gold standard. We have elite academies. That's usually for most people a life-changing 6-figure income. Maybe 1 or 2 people don't have to work anymore. And I think that that's all something that we strive for, right? Well, think about, what does an elite do? And a lot of people think, well, when I'm an elite, Tara, then I'll make more calls, I'll do more meetings, I'll read more, I'll be more, I'll do more. Well, that's the opposite. The only road to elite is when you read more, you do more meetings. You've got to learn. So make the commitment, you decide you want to be elite, then you have to become the kind of person elite is. An elite gets on calls, an elite makes phone calls, right? So they set goals, they make a list, they follow up, they present, they get information, they get in homes, they go one-on-ones, three-way calls, Zooms, meetings, conference calls. They show up at every event. And I know I could do a whole segment on this, but I'll just say this. In 12 plus years, not once have I ever missed an event. And for those of you who know, most companies, it's been 3 national events a year. Do the math. Airplanes, hotels, food, travel, all the things that go on, the event tickets. I've been to over 36 national events. I've been to over 30 regional events, and I've probably been to hundreds of local events. Never once making an excuse why I couldn't go. Brought a 2-week baby from California to Florida one time just so I didn't miss an event. Make a commitment, set some goals, contact and invite people, and follow up and repeat this. And while you're doing that, you can earn while you learn. While you're doing that, you can be signing up customers, you can enroll distributors, and for a while you might be leading on your Pro 3, Pro 5, Pro 7, Pro 8, 9, and helping you learn until you're ready to lead. And leadership pays. Like I said, look at those elite pools. Look at the generational check match. As you grow your organization, so will your income grow, and so will your options grow. And so what I would just encourage everyone is have a long-term mindset. Do whatever you can to believe in the product. Use them, share them, give them to your family. Share the stories of what they're doing for people, right? Without being any claims, but if your skin looks better and feels better, then talk about the skincare. If your gut feels better, if your brain fog is going away, share those stories. We all know 10, 15, 20, 30 people who need these products. And to know that you get paid to share them is just icing on a beautiful cake. So let's talk today about the options you have to get started in your business. We have the Start Kit for $50. Everyone needs to buy a Start Kit. If you buy one of our Silver, Gold, or Platinum kits, I'm looking at them here, there's quite a savings. Our Silver Kit comes with a lot of our basic and most popular products, and you can save $113 off the list price or $44 off subscription. So you're basically getting one of our products for free, which I like free, right? The Silver Kit is $300. The Gold Kit is $600. It has a lot more of our products and is about a $200 savings off the subscription price. So you can see that's a lot of products. That's like a Vitality Stack and a prebiotic. That's a skincare and a box of Axio. That's a lot of free product. And of course it comes with a ticket to our next event. You have 1 year to use that. And the reason we want you to come to the event is because we want you to take your investment in your business and have great success with it. I personally am a maximum mindset. I don't get into business and say, what's the minimum I can do? What's the minimum I can make? What's the minimum I can show up? I have a maximum mindset. I think, how big can I take this? What's the top of the comp plan? What's the most I can make? And what's the most I can invest? So I personally came in as a Platinum because I wanted every one of our products. And the Platinum is currently $430 off subscription or $725 off the list wholesale or the retail price, and you're getting every single one of our product and a ticket to our next event, again, to take those business packs and actually turn it to income for you and your family. So one thing I love about Lifevantage is they're always giving us promotions and incentives to go out and do what we should already be doing, which is consuming and sharing the products and helping others do the same. We get paid to help people get paid. What a novel, noble concept, right? So let's talk about a couple of the promotions that I believe are really, really imperative for you to have immediate success and put more money in your pocket, but also help to do the same thing. One of my favorite promotions of all time is Pacesetter, and that is going to be helping the newest person put more money in their pocket in the first 90 days of their business. So the Pacesetter Pro 2, you get to Pro 2 in your first 30 days, and you do have a full 30 days. So if you start mid-month, then you actually have till the end of the following month, because we want to give everybody at least 30 days. You have to get to Pro 2, you're going to earn a $100 bonus. If you hold that rank or go beyond it the next month, you're going to get an additional $100. That's a great way to put $200 in your new person's pocket over the first 60 days of their business. Another really great incentive is our influencer program. So corporate looked into the data of what the average person was doing to achieve the elite status, which you all know is something we all want, right? How long did it take? What were their enrollment patterns? And what we found for the majority of people who hit Pro 7, it was an average of 22 months. So we've cracked the code. These are the exact behaviors of what it took for the average person to not only do, but duplicate in their team, right? Because you cannot do it by yourself. You really do have to teach others. And the average Pro 7 enrolled an average of 3 customers per month and 2 distributors every month. So what if we incentivize you to do the behaviors that is going to reward you greatly anyway? So I love the influencer program. There's always some special prizes. There's always in special at our elite academies. You now can earn points toward our next incentive trip. And really, to be honest, the biggest gold is going to be in what it's going to do for your business. So become an influencer, lead by example. If you're doing this right, if you're networking on purpose, if you really believe in our products and you really are taking this seriously, you should be constantly talking to people, and that will lead to new enrollments and customers and new enrollments and distributors. But we want to make sure that we incentivize you and reward you for doing the behaviors that are going to be life-changing for you and your family. Speaking of incentives, I love that we have an upcoming new destination EA. It's part EA, it's part destination. So the cool thing is you get to decide to enroll, go, register, be there with your teams. Make a family vacation. I'm bringing my children. It's the Moon Palace in Cancun. It's a beautiful 5-star resort. There's no way I would miss that. And then I love that we're giving you the ability to earn anywhere from $250 to $2,500 toward that trip, or if you're one of the top 10, a presidential suite on top of that. And so what I always say is, when you see an incentive trip and you know you have 6 months, plan it out. Take those goal sheets, take those trackers, and figure out what ranks you need to be, what ranks you need to hold. Who in your team can go up in rank? How many enrollments can you do? Can you add the influencer? There are several different ways you can earn, and they're all things that are going to grow your Lifevantage business. They're all things that are going to be a byproduct of you sharing the business and you sharing the products with others. Getting customers on board, getting distributors on board, getting them started right, getting them to advance and rank yourself, and hitting our influencer program. And I'll tell you right now, the Cancun is going to be amazing, and this is just the first of many ideas that we have. So one thing I pride myself on is when I see a trip in 12 years, call me competitive, I've never, ever, ever missed an incentive trip. And my team and I build from incentive to incentive to incentive. So when those details are launched, I go in, I learn them, I own them, and I think, what can I do? Do they scare me? Yes. Even as a Pro 9, I get scared and I think, okay, but what can I do? Who can I enroll? Can I go influencer? Yes. Can I enroll people? Yes. Can I help my people go, advance in rank? Can I advance in rank? All yeses. And you just go out and do the activities. And not only can you have life-changing fun vacations, more income, but more impact. So I hope to see you all in Cancun. So in closing, I just want to leave you with a few thoughts of things that I've learned over the years. I would rather have 1% efforts from 100 people than 100% of my own. And that's one thing, is to the degree which you build a team, you learn it, you teach it, you pour into people, you equip them to go out and professionally and responsibly share their business and grow their customer base and grow their teams, you will be rewarded. Not just financially. This industry has brought me far beyond financial rewards. The person I become, the great feeling in knowing that I have helped people change their situations, their lives, whether it's helping moms come home and be able to supplement their income, to be more time with their families, retirees be able to travel, college students be able to make ends meet in this growing, expensive economy. And I'll just have to say that this industry has been a life changer. And so if you're passionate about health and wellness like I am, and a lot of us are, sharing these products should come naturally. But you can really give yourself an edge. You can really give yourself, you can help to elevate your value, and the marketplace pays for value. So if you understand the products and can help educate your team on the products, your team is going to be more equipped to go gather customers and to recruit people. If you know about the compensation plan and what's possible, I always tell people, go look at the income disclosure statement, see what's possible. It's on numbers, you can break it down. You know, the road to Pro 7, it looks like, oh my gosh, $100,000 a month. It's 20 people who want to make $500 a month as a Pro 3. Do you know can you find 20 people who want to make $500 a month on average as what a Pro 3 makes, can build a customer base of 5,000? I have distributors on my team that do 4,000 to 10,000 in PV by themselves a month without their teams. Who do you know? That's the question I wake up. And in 12 years, I've never cold called, I've never done a flyer, I've never done a billboard, and I've never done anything weird. I certainly have never knocked on a door because everyone knows 100 people. And if you know 100 people, they know 100 people. And those 100 people know 100 people. And in the first 3 generations of your network right now is 1 million people. And a lot of them need this product or want these products, and a lot of them need or would like to know how to become an entrepreneur. So I ask this question, who do you know? Tara, what do you do? I have a global wellness business working from home from a publicly traded biotech company with a line of incredible health products. Who do you know that likes skincare? Who do you know that would love a healthy energy drink? Who do you know that wants to make some income, whether it's side income, part-time income, full-time income? Who do you know who? And I have never cold called because even if someone didn't want to be my customer or didn't want to join me, they might have known someone who did. So ask for referrals. You are in network marketing. And by the simplest terms, it means you are marketing to your network. You are sharing products and you are sharing an opportunity. Is it for everybody? No, but it can be. I have met people from every single profession in my 12 years. And I'll tell you that it never depended on what they did, their personality type, what they look like, or where they came from. They all had one thing in common. They did something. They made a commitment, they learned some skills, they did it, and they got better, and they had success. The biggest thing I can tell you is to never quit. You know, we all have seasons in our life. We all have things that come in our life. But I'll say that in the 12 years, I work my business pretty much every day, aside from maybe a couple days when my mother passed away, and maybe once or twice a week on a vacation. I don't work all day, but I work my business every day because it's something that's important to me. It's a passion. It's a calling. And I know that some of you feel that same way. My husband and I still pinch each other every day and think we are so blessed that this industry came into our lives and that we have been able to change our lives financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and have had the income and the impact that we've had. So now it's up to you. You can take the information, you can learn it, you can share it with other people, and whatever you do with your Lifevantage business is going to be based on your efforts, your goals, but there are an entire company of people here willing to help you, but you've got to do it. I wish you so much success on your Lifevantage journey. Thank you.